Thank you very much for the invitation. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for everyone. Since we have an audience joined from many countries, right, around the world. So, my name is Melisane Ferreira. I am a nurse and I work at the National Tuberculosis Program within the Brazilian Ministry of Health. And I would like again to congratulate the team organizing this event and sincerely thank you for the invitation to participate in this webinar. And today I will share some key learnings from Brazil on how we have been advancing youth mobilization in the TB response, especially through TB literacy and advocacy. Next slide, please. Okay, so from an epidemiological and social perspective, Brazil is considered a high TB burden country with profound social and health inequalities. This famous photograph illustrates this reality. Morumbi, an affluent neighborhood in São Paulo, located right next to Paraisópolis, one of the city's largest informal settlements. And this space, people coexist in the same geographic space, but with deep economic, social, and health disparities. And in 2024, more than 85,000 new TB cases were reported in Brazil. And the vulnerability to TB is shaped by gender, socioeconomic status, race, and ethnicity. In 2023, over 6,000 people died from TB, including a significant number of additional deaths among people living with HIV. And it is also important to highlight that Brazil accounts for 1/3 of all TB cases in the Americas. And the country is among the other countries with the highest burden of TB and TB HIV co-infection, although drug-resistant TB remains less frequent comparing to other settings, with 1,047 people diagnosed with drug-resistant TB in 2024. Next slide. And so, why is it important to talk about youth in the TB response in Brazil? TB in our country disproportionately affects young people and population in situations of social vulnerability, or people living with HIV, people deprived of liberty, indigenous people, people experiencing homelessness, and migrants account for approximately 25% of all TB cases in Brazil. In some states, in some Brazilian states, this proportion can reach up to 50%. And the TB profile in Brazil is predominantly young men with lower access to formal education, regardless of belonging to socially vulnerable groups. In addition, it's important to mention that the proportion of young Black people among TB notifications is higher than their proportion in the general population. This information suggests an increased risk of illness and reflects the impact of structural and institutional racism, which unfortunately remains present in our country. All of these highlights all of these highlights the importance of targeting TB policies and actions toward young people, not only as those affected, but also as key actors in the TB literacy and advocacy. Next slide, please. And beyond the programmatic actions developed by the NTP in Brazil, I really would like to highlight an important partnership with civil society, the Rede de Juventudes Afetadas pela Tuberculose, our REJAT, or in English, the Youth Affected by Tuberculosis Network in Brazil. REJAT is a national youth-led civil society network composed of adolescents and young people aged 12 to 30 affected by TB directly or indirectly. It promotes social inclusion, youth participation, stigma-free, and people-centered approaches, and strengthens community-based advocacy. Rejat also advocates for equity and for public policies that address the social determinants of health and, of course, of TB as a pathway towards social justice. The Rejat was officially launched in October 2024, and its creation reflects Brazil's commitment to strengthening the unified health system, our SUS, expanding social participation, and tackling the inequalities that drive TB transmission. As they say, nothing about young people affected by TB without them. Next slide, please. Okay, and here are some examples, just the previous photo. Okay, perfect. Here are some examples of Rejat's youth-led activities across Brazil, which have had a strong impact on TB literacy and advocacy. This first photo include participation in training on inclusive language in TB and HIV care, the creation of working groups. Next photo, please. The creation of working groups with movements supporting people experiencing homelessness. Next photo. Youth education sessions on basis TB concepts in different Brazilian states, for example, the states of Ceará, São Paulo, and Pará. And next photo, please. And the participation in international conference with the support of the Ministry of Health in Brazil, such as the Union World Conference last year in Copenhagen. Next slide. Youth engagement strengthens equity, innovation, and sustainability in the TB response. The Brazilian Ministry of Health and, of course, the National TB Program recognize young people as strategic actors and have included them in institutional events. For example, the National Seminar on Community Monitoring in TB Research, and the National Seminar on TB in People Deprived of Liberty. Some examples of events, right? And also youth have also participated in dialogue and social participation space. For example, the meeting of the Parliamentary Front for the Fight Against TB at the Chamber of Deputies last year. And all of these reflects continuous partnership between government and civil society organizations. Next slide, please. In addition, during Brazil's National TB Awareness campaign in March last year, aligned with, of course, the World TB Day, young people affected by TB were placed at the center of the narrative. So the campaign featured real-life stories, accessible and no-stigmatized language, and a rights-based, people-centered approach. So our key lesson learning is that authentic youth voices increase the trust, reach, and impact. And of course, you can watch the full video through this QR code. Okay. Next slide, please. So what's next for Brazil in strengthening TB literacy and youth leadership? The Brazilian NTP is advancing TB literacy through the Inclusive Language Guide for TB Care, co-developed with young people affected by TB, and I hope so, to be published later this year. And key lessons include that language can reinforce or challenge stigma, people-centered communication improves care, and health literacy starts with how we talk about TB. Next steps include also expanding partnership between government, civil society, and youth-led initiatives under the Brasil Saudável program. All these efforts align with the third phase of Brazil's national plan to end TB as a public health, which emphasize community engagement and social participation. Next slide. So I would like to thank again for the invitation and for the opportunity to share some experiences from Brazil, and especially to give visibility to civil society and youth leadership in the TB response. Thank you very much. Obrigada.